So this is my ground station. It's a 1.3 gigahertz ground station. It's got a TrueRC XR 1.3 antenna. It's a patch antenna, circular polarized. In here we've got a Maytech 1.3 gigahertz receiver. This is the one that you can put in your goggles if you want to, but I've installed this in its own dock. It comes with its own dock, which has a voltage regulator, and then I've just 3D printed this box just to keep it nice and safe from the elements. Also on here I've got a TBS 1.2 gigahertz video receiver notch filter. That's because I use Crossfire, so Crossfire does interfere with 1.2, 1.3 gigahertz video, and I've decided that I'm going to use a notch filter to just protect the video receiver from that interference. This is just attached to the back of the antenna using double-sided sticky tape. Now the tracker itself is an arc bird antenna tracker. Now what this does, there will be a module on the aircraft which encodes the GPS data into the video stream itself. Now the video stream comes through here, and the actual receiver itself is plugged into the tracker. Now the tracker then decodes the GPS data that the aircraft has sent down. This tracker knows where itself is because it's got its own GPS, and now the tracker knows where the aircraft is, and it can do some calculations and point the antenna in the correct direction. So what I've done is I've set up my AR Pro. This is mid-build. It's not complete yet, but this will be running 1.3 gigahertz. This is the Maytech 1.3 video transmitter. This is the Foxiv Predator V4 camera, and this is currently switched on, so this is transmitting 1.3 video. Now the tracker is close enough, even though it's not pointing at it, it's close enough to receive that video, and that video is coming out here, and I could, if I wanted to, I could use this cable, and this end goes into the tracker, which is video out, and this end would go to a set of goggles. But what I've done is I've created this AV out cable, and this just goes into a servo connector, which in turn goes into this device that I've built. Now this is a 5.8 gigahertz video transmitter set on 25 milliwatts. It's just got a linear antenna here. It's actually the Maytech 5.8 gigahertz transmitter. I've put a fan on it because the transmitter does get quite hot, even just running at 25 milliwatts. Now what this basically does is this acts as a relay, and this receives the video from the 1.3 system and transmits it. And over here I've got a set of box goggles, Eachine box goggles, and you can see now, let's get a better view of that. You can see now that this is actually receiving the 5.8 feed from the relay. And there I am, hello. So yeah, I think this works pretty well. And that is my ground station.